Hey, what's going on? I'm Jamie Blake, and in this video, I'm talking about how to get better at improvising with the push. Well, let's get started. I started using the push a few years ago, and it totally changed the way I approach writing music, mainly when it comes to chord progressions and improvising and jamming to come up with song ideas. I'm gonna do a little jam for a minute or two, and I'm gonna break down some of the core concepts that enable me to just kind of move freely and express myself musically using the push. So check it out for a minute, and then I'm gonna explain what's going on. Let's talk about what I'm looking at and what's going through my head while I'm improvising on the push. So I like to think about building chords as stacking thirds. So if I start on the 1, I'm in D major right now, and I skip the 2nd, add a 3rd, and then I add a 3rd above that, I'm left with a major triad. So that's D major. For a minor, the 3rd here would be down half step, sound like that. So if we continue that pattern, then we add a 3rd above here, which is the 5th. We get the 7th. So there's a major 7th chord and a major 9th chord. You can leave out the 7th, just do an add 9. That's the basic foundation of all of the shapes that I'm looking at and moving around the push while I improvise. So the most important interval I'd recommend learning is the octave, obviously, because you can do all your inversions really quickly. Once you learn the octave and can apply that to every note inside of a chord, you'll get really fast at just deciding how you want to play a chord. thing that helped me a lot in terms of getting creative, coming up with chord progressions, and improvising with the push is just memorizing intervals, which is a skill that you should develop no matter what instrument that you're playing. So with the push, we have a second, a major third, a fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, and seventh, major seventh, and then an octave. And then do the same thing and memorize the intervals for minor. So I'll switch this to minor so you can see it easier. So now the scale is reflecting a D minor scale. So we've got second, minor third, fourth, perfect fifth, minor sixth, minor seventh, and an octave. So using a foundational understanding of how shapes and intervals and chords look on the push, we can move them around and kind of just improvise by playing around with the shapes. If we take that major 7 and we take up the third an octave, and we take up the 7th an octave, it sounds like this. So this is just another way to play this. It's the same chord. So after that, you can just embellish and stack and color the chords however you want by just playing around with different shapes. So if I'm looking at a major 7 chord in this shape, I might split off the top 2 notes and go up a fifth from there. Each note's going to go up a fifth. And I can just jump around. Here's a major 7 chord. Here's the same chord in an open voicing. Play it down an octave lower. And then what if I just start adding on top of this? I can keep going. That sounds really pretty. So my advice to you is to start with the basics, start with the fundamentals, learn what major triads, minor triads, different intervals, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, octave, and then play around with just placing notes in a chord in different places. You can play this open voiced major 7th chord and just stack notes on top of it. And then you can jump above there, play the major 7th up here, hit the octave button. All right, I hope you found that helpful. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe. Drop a link in the comments to you playing the push. Let me know what kind of video you want me to do next. I upload new videos every week. All right, thanks again for watching. Until next time.